back with more Maplestory, as usual. And today, because it is after January 8th, there's another story, quest chain related to this update. And it is called, the whole thing overall, like this one and next week's, is called The Chosen One. And it is here. I will get started in a second. Actually, no, we'll get started now. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. So yeah, new story content updated. Next week should be the final part of the Cernium Chosen One related story, and well, that would be mostly it. Why stop doing that? That would be mostly it for the Glory update, which should be done by next week, January 15th. And after that, I should be starting my next playthrough. But for now, let us focus on doing all this. Also, this mount is really adorable. Anyways, let's get started. I have the sound effects on. Should be loud enough for any potential voice acting. I put them all on just in case. But anyways, let's get started. So, The Chosen One. Burning Sky. Okay, need you at the outpost right away. What's wrong? Okay, new chapter available. This content has voiceover. For more enjoyable playing experience, turn on the background music and the sound effects. And to make sure, I did have it on as loud as possible. But also loud enough where... Actually, and also quiet enough so you guys could still hear me through the loud music. And also on the setup for this stream because... Well, actually for this part of the stream because we are going to be exploring story content, so it has to be as visible as possible. Anyways. Okay, new chapter. I think the entire story is just called Cernium, but I have a habit of... Well, I don't really technically call it overall Cernium, but... It. Whatever. Anyways. Just get started.
Do I really have to hear this?
Okay. Head to Cernium. Okay. Okay. The Chosen One.
Heed these words, my knight. You shall become the blade of dawn that vanquishes the darkness. The shield of day's light that protects the righteous. And the brilliance of the sunset that burns away evil. Rise. From this day forth, you are a sword of Mitra. Your heart will know no doubt. Night's end is finally approaching. The sun shall set the eastern sky ablaze and be born anew.
Set the eastern sky ablaze. The last time that happened was at High Mountain. But that would mean the Apostle of Lightning. No! What's wrong? What are you yelling about? Nothing. I can't lose Cernium. That's all. Nothing, huh? I doubt that. We've been fighting for days. It must be taking a toll on you. It's taking a toll on all of us. No, I'm fine. Well, if you're sure. I'm sure. The enemy is retreating. They're retreating? It's true. We finally won. Yeah. That's a relief. We were amazing as usual. You got that right. We took a lot of damage, but we defended ourselves admirably. That's very true. It's because of all of you that we survived this. On behalf of Cernium, I thank the adversary and the Maple Alliance for all you've done. Hooray for Guardian Saren! 3 cheers for the Maple Alliance. I still think this should be voiced. Thank you, adversary. Oh, who's this? Avril. Why are you retreating? You have them backed into a corner. Is this a high flora? If we could break through them, we would have already. But our buddy is still in there. I'd hardly call the adversary a buddy. Exactly. And if they really did destroy a Transcendent, we won't be doing ourselves any favors by sending in more troops. The adversary didn't defeat the Black Mage with physical strength. It was determination. They were willing to sacrifice anything to save their world. I don't care how they won. All I care about right now is that the adversary is a threat to us. Unless you think you could take them on yourself. That's not what I meant. Disagree all you want, but I'm not going to provoke the adversary. We need to focus on what Darmor wants right now. Where did he go and what is he up to? The coward incited a war and then left me here to do the dirty work. Watch your mouth. It's one thing to mention his name so casually, but call him a coward again and you may live to regret it. Whatever. I'm gonna get some grub. Okay. Starting to have a feeling something's gonna happen. Well, a specific something, but I can't really name it because I could be wrong. Okay. Keeping options open. You look well rested. Most of your wounds have healed. They have, yeah. I feel a lot better. Where are the others? Hawkeye and Cheeky are defending the ramparts. Carlisle and Saren are patrolling the city. What can I do? Well, they're dangerously short on medical supplies here. And I heard the Dawn Priests need an escort to harvest more ingredients outside the city. Why don't you go with them? Sure. Oh, and one more thing. See if you can learn more about Saren's wings while you're out there, but be subtle about it. What for? After Saren injured her wings transporting the Holy Sword, it was the Dawn Priest who tended her wounds. You'll know more about her. Find out how she got injured and whether or not her wings can be rehabilitated. You want to heal her wings. Does that mean you still think Saren could be the Chosen One? I don't know. But I intend to explore every option until I know for sure. Head to Pinnacle's Lookout. I'll learn what I can here. Then we can meet at the library this afternoon. Oh, oops. Okay. I feel like the good portion of the cutscene should have been voiced though, because it seemed like it was very cinematic. It's long past now. It's fine. Okay. Oh, hello, adversary. I'm glad you're here. We've had some trouble. What happened? Okay, invisible scars. We haven't been able to harvest ingredients for medicines. Star soldiers keep attacking us, but we don't have enough men to fight them off. Can you? Well, of course we can help. Swear if we're running into a trap. Hope not. A little nervous that we are at some point.
This is it for you. I'll blow you all away.
Jump up the thing. Oh yeah. I will elaborate on a little bit about like I have a specific like I'm gonna guess something, but it's like I'm not gonna say, but I have a specific guess on what it is. I won't say exactly unless it's confirmed, but it's sort of related to like I said this in the past, but I did watch, well not really watch, I read a bit about like the Glory update storyline, Cernium basically. And I may have seen something specific, but I kind of let it pass because I didn't really read translations like completely, so I was like, okay, is this some theory someone made? They could be right. I don't know. We'll find out in a bit because of that conversation, but I don't know. Oh, hi, Don Priest. Thank you, adversary. This medicine will work wonders for our wounded soldiers. I'm glad I could help. And since we're on the subject, I know that Saren's wings are... Well, do you think this kind of medicine could heal her? Not the Guardian, no. There's no salve I know of that... There's no salve I know of that could heal an injury like that. Physically, she's fine. She recovered quickly. But the psychological damage... How could psychological damage affect her wings? You have to understand. The day that injury happened was the same day she watched every one of her people die. Nobody could survive something like that and not be scarred by it. So her wings might work after all. So it's like... what's a good example? Yeah, it's kind of like how... I guess, like, in real life, how, like, a certain trauma can literally disable one of your 5 senses. Like how, like, a very traumatizing event that you visually see, like, your brain would literally shut down your eyesight. I guess it's kind of like that, but not probably completely. Okay, that ran in a moment, but I had to make sure my buffs are on. Short-handed. That's enough for today. Thank you. They need help up at the castle. Why don't you head to the western city ramparts? Sure. Let's go there. Oh, and also this area is still not like available for everyone, like at high levels in KMS yet for some reason. I hope it does because this is canon to the story, so I don't know when KMS will get it normally outside of the event version. Okay, here's Hawkeye. You have perfect timing, Angel. We need all hands on deck. Okay. The soldiers' weapons need repairs, but they're short on iron. We're collecting what we can find from the battle for scrap. But the monster gulls want it for themselves, and all my years of In all my years at sea, I've never met meaner seagulls. I'm not doing this. My ears can't take much more of this. Okay, of course we'll help you out. Got the noise. I love the music. I know it's kind of interrupted by the sound effects, but the music is really beautiful. I think there might be videos about it, like a playlist on YouTube, so I should probably check that out. Okay, there we go. I was about to say. Okay. Well, you certainly made short work of that. I'm not doing the accent. I can't. It's embarrassing. Unwanted attention. Now just tell the Guardian we have these for her. She'd be at the town's forge. Okay. Hi, Cern. Oh, adversary. I didn't realize you were here. Hello, Cern. Hawkeye sent me. He said they've got some iron ready for you. Thank you. Quick glance at Cern's wings reveals nothing. Was there something else? Oh, no. Just thought I'd see if there's anything else I can help with. Thanks for asking, but we're nearly done here. Deal with that later. A rusty blade. Ah, I'll just see if Adea needs anything then. Oh, we're going to see Adea? In that case, would you take this to her? What is it? Holy water. Adea asked for it. What does she need that for? I wonder... So, the library? Oh, look at those books. This is gonna bother me. Okay, I can just turn it off. Welcome back to the land of the living. Thanks for the help. What were you doing back there? Oh, you know, communing with the dust bunnies. Adea! What in the world is going on? Ah, here's Angel with the holy water. Give that to Adea, won't you? Oh. Much better. What happened? There were a few documents I needed to read, but they're stored in the area Aaron said was haunted. He told me not to use my lightning attacks to defend myself from the ghosts. One spark and the whole library could burn down around us. There are priceless ancient writings and artifacts back there. Please be extremely cautious. I went back there thinking I could handle it even without my magic. But ghost possession is a whole different beast. That's obvious. At least you're all right now. I hope you can forgive Aaron for being a little overprotective. This library is very special to him. When he first set foot here, the place was all but abandoned. He made it what it is today. It was abandoned? Yes, it was practically falling apart, but at the time, no one here could read the ancient language, so we didn't know we had a treasure trove right under our noses. Ah. Well, Well, that and we were too busy keeping peace between the religious orders here. Anyway, I don't know how, but Aaron found out about this place. We nearly had mass panic in the city when a high floor showed up, but fortunately there were no major incidents. Once he explained who he was and why he was here, I appointed Aaron as librarian and let him research to his heart's content on the condition that he clean up and organize his place. I see. I had no idea he would manage it so quickly. In just a few years, he cataloged tens of thousands of books. Wow. Yes, it's quite impressive. Now, I heard you two were gathering information about Saren. What did you learn? Carlisle and Nadea listened calmly as you explained what the Dawn Priest told you. If Saren can get past the mental trauma, she might be able to use her wings after all. What do you know of this, Carlisle? Only what I could glean from her reports. Some part of her decided long ago that she never spread her wings again. It's as though she lost faith in herself. No one truly blames her. But after what happened to High Mountain, its residents, and her comrades, well, they say she was never the same again. It was her duty to protect them, but she failed. In a single day, she lost everything that was precious to her. How sad. I suppose that makes sense. And seeing what Roland became must have been devastating. Angel, you just spoke with her, didn't you? How did she look? It's hard to say, she's so stoic. Meanwhile, in the city square, next, one comically long, extra rusty sword. Must have belonged to one of the leaders. Roland, maybe? Melted down? Yeah, it's not doing anyone any good the way it is. He's right. Please continue. Alright then. Roland!
See you around, Saren.
Then, what do you want to do with the molten metal? Use it for armor. I trust you can handle the rest of these. I suppose emotional trauma is to be expected. But that's not something that can be healed overnight. We'd be optimistic in thinking she could come back from something like that at all. And even if she regains use of her wings, there's no guarantee she can become the chosen one. Oh, there's Aaron. I must be going, but why don't you discuss this with him? I can just feel the emotion from that cutscene. Ugh. Okay. Coughing fit. So where do we start? How about the basics? Adea, do you know why the holy relics were created? Not at all, but I suspect you have a theory. I have more than a theory. The texts I found here say that everything we consider to be supernatural, like the ancient gods and the transcendence, They're all a form of higher being. They exist outside the physical limitations of our universe. It's why normal beings like us cannot truly harm them. And it's why only gods have the power to challenge other gods. Well, we've done more than challenge gods. We destroyed a transcendent. The adversary used the seal stone to defeat the Black Mage. Exactly. It is a holy artifact imbued with the power of these higher beings, and it is now a proven threat to their very existence. I see. So other holy artifacts would work like the seal stone? And learning more about the seal stone may give us a clue about the holy sword. Aaron, didn't you say there were documents about seal stone here? Where are they? Hall 7. You'll find it to the right. Okay. Okay, let's go defeat these ancient spirits that currently exist in the library. Ooh. To defend against the ancient gods' chaos, the world created a holy artifact. The weapon fused with the noble one. And together, they began the ancient war. Pages have been torn from the center. Oh. Only one thing wakens the holy artifact. The will and determination of the people. As such, the godly power within this item can never be limited to a single individual. Hello in chat. Anyways, the power within a relic chooses its owner. Ah. This is the kind of information we've been looking for. It implies that the relic's power goes to whomever the people deem worthy to wield it. That's how the Chosen One can take possession of the sword. That's why they need the Order's approval. Saren is acknowledged by all three orders, Mitra, Naroda, and Spisa, which means she's backed by the people. It proves she's qualified to claim the sword. I guess the truth really was hidden in an old legend after all. What would Saren do if she knew this? Shh. What? Oh. Saren! Everything alright? Of course. Are you sure? Yeah, I guess holy water takes a little time to work. She probably overheard our conversation. I'm gonna guess that. Okay. Make it happen. What brings you here? I want to help find the Chosen One. It's not right to leave all the work to the Alliance. But, did you just say you drank the holy water you asked for? Why? You quickly explain. I see. Aaron, doesn't the library have some kind of magical extinguisher? Something that can put out fires without using water? Really? Aaron, is that true? Yes, but it's meant as a last resort, only. Why didn't you tell me that before? Because the device works by removing all oxygen from the immediate area. I haven't worked out how to create a void in it for the user yet. Huh. That would be horrifying. Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, let's move on. We'll work faster if we split up. Okay. We're doing all this again. We're done. Look at this. I think it's an old prophecy. When 3 moons set and crimson clouds loom, the light shall descend from the heavens. The mark of the sun shall become a beacon of hope, revealing the chosen one so all may worship them. Only then will the people find their salvation. When 3 moons set, when will that be? Not long. The first of the 3 moons has already set. What? Really? Yes, the 3 moons rose about 10 days ago and began to set shortly after that. The third will disappear completely in another 2 days. That's all? When will the 3 moons rise again? In approximately 150 years. I don't think we have that time. Then this is our only chance to find the chosen one. We have 2 days before they're revealed. Don't forget the part about the crimson clouds. It must be referring to the Apostle of Lightning. Roland said he would appear at that same time. That's too much of a coincidence. This prophecy has to be real. I agree. But what can we do in just 2 days? The only celestial we've managed to find was Roland. I know you don't like it, Saren, but I think it's time you consider taking ownership of the Holy Sword yourself. No. I told you, I can't spread my wings. I don't have the emblem. Look, Saren, sometimes prophecies need a little help coming true. If you just have faith in yourself... I said no. I cannot possibly be the chosen one. I am not qualified. Taking the sword for myself would be blasphemy. All right. The chosen celestial will appear when the time is right. I have faith that my God will protect us. Okay. Internal conflict. Adversary. Adea, Guardian, you're needed at the palace. What is it? The enemy has requested an audience. Oh dear.
I gotta admit, you've got a nice palace here.
Saren, do you know this man?
No, I've never seen him before.
Identify yourself.
I'm with the idiots camped outside your city walls. I tell you my name, but I don't like you.
You can see your name right there, but okay.
You insolent!
Don't let him taunt you, Grandmaster. I suppose you have a message for us?
Straight to business, is it? All right. My army is all set to take this city by force. We marched a long, long way to get here, and we're itching for some action. Of course, now that I've actually seen the place, I gotta ask if it was worth it. What would I even do with a backwater city like this anyway? Might as well tear the whole thing down, I say.
Hold your tongue!
Cool it, Tin Can. You're gonna want to hear this. It turns out, you got something we want more than your crumbling old city. Give us the adversary, and we'll leave.
This is surely a trap.
No deal.
You've got some backbone, Prince. I respect that. You ought to be careful, though. Something bad might happen to our hostage.
What hostage?
That's...
The emblem of the Chosen One! They finally find them, and they're a prisoner of the Flora.
Let's keep this simple. You give us the adversary, and we'll give you the Chosen One. That's all we want. What do you say, Prince? Won't you give peace a chance?
You must take me for a fool.
Give us your word that you'll stand down after the exchange.
Grandmaster!
I knew I liked you, holy man. You have my word.
Step aside, Prince. This business no longer concerns you.
Blast if it doesn't! What will the Maple Alliance do if you hand over their champion?
I'll give you two some time to hash things out. Don't take too long, though. I'm not a patient man. I'm sure you'll make the right call.
My prince, should we go after him?
You can't! What do you think they'll do to the hostage?
That's why we need a hostage of our own.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How do we even know if that emblem was real?
It was real. Such a thing cannot be faked.
Then there's nothing left to discuss. Seize the adversary!
Grandmaster! We owe the adversary our lives. Do you really think this is Mitra's will?
Mitra's will is the protection and preservation of the Holy Land. Can we not assume that this is the reason the adversary was sent to us? We can save the souls of thousands of believers, and it will only cost the life of a single heathen.
You presume too much about the will of our god, Grandmaster.
It is you who have gone too far, Prince. You would abandon your people to protect a non-believer? Enough! Seren, arrest the adversary.
Seren.
I am no match for the adversary in battle. But I will lay down my life if Mitra wills it.
Seren...
And yet, I don't hear Mitra's voice. Until I do, I cannot believe that this is the Sun God's wish.
What?
Forgive me, Grandmaster. We must work together or the city will fall. Everyone, put down your weapons!
Well, this guy, I don't want to swear on stream. I don't want to swear just on purpose, but, you know, I want to say it, but... Okay. I'll just let the word come to the imagination, because I don't want to swear. These non-believers have made you arrogant. You only took your oath a few years ago, but it seems you've forgotten It seems you've forgotten you were named the Guardian, not the Chosen One. I have not forgotten my oath. But I can't believe the Sun God would wish me to betray a comrade. You presume to know the will of the gods? Please forgive me. Fine, I will forgive you. Once. Form a rescue party. Enter their camp when night falls. Rescue the Chosen One. Do not fail me. Yes, sir. That High Flora librarian has discovered who the hostage is. I understand you are well acquainted with Chief Knight Gilmore. Chief Knight Gilmore? But how? Okay, Flora encampment at night. Incredible. This camp is huge. Are there really this many High Flora? Not really. The lower-ranking soldiers are just common mercenaries. Only the officers and above are High Flora. But that's not important right now. Saren, what happened earlier? Why did you defy the order? You're normally so stubborn about your faith. Returning the light to the sword is my calling. I'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. But you're not bound to my fate. I won't ask you to die for me. I'm doing this alone. I keep telling you there's another way. You just have to stop fighting it. I can't do that. I'm sorry. That's too bad. This would have been the perfect place to try something. Try what? I once read that to teach them how to fly, mother eagles will push their eaglets off a cliff. Okay. I thought maybe I could give you a push and see if it works. Sort of a do or die scenario. What do you say? How about we don't do that? That's a great idea. Except for the oh or die part. You know, now I think about it, I did play a game that kind of did that. And the character actually did fly, but, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of calling that the Grandmaster may be evil in some way. I suppose you're right. Anyway, are you sure about doing this rescue mission? We still don't know if this person is really the Chosen One. Whether they are or not, I have to try. Gilmore was my comrade in battle. I can't abandon him in a time of need. Then it's decided. I'll lead. You all aren't worried this is a trap? It probably is. What? Then why didn't you stop her? Because I'm sure Saren is thinking the same thing. That's why she insisted on going alone. But I don't intend to let her do that. So who's this Gilmore feller anyway? He was a Templar favored by the Order. How did you figure that out? I read it in Saren's Holy Sword mission report while I was searching for a way to fix her wings. many years ago, near High Mountain.
We're surrounded! Protect the holy sword above all else. If we fall in Mitra's holy name. Charge!
When High Mountain fell to the Flora army, Saren's team was assigned to relocate the holy sword. But it didn't take long for their enemies to catch up. Only Saren and a few others escaped with the holy sword. The rest charged the enemy to buy them time. Roland was part of the unit that stayed behind. That's awful. After everything was over, Saren returned to the battlefield and her comrades. But what she found was devastating. Not one of them had survived. And Gilmore? He's the one who ordered the army to stay and fight. Templar's enemy. Saren's going into the enemy camp to rescue him? Yeah, I can't imagine what she must be going through right now. Is everyone ready? Yeah. Now let's get moving. We'll split into 3 teams and meet at a rendezvous point once everything's over. Let's make that arrogant bully sorry he ever set foot in Cernium. If we're talking about the man who met us, I don't think it's gonna be a piece of cake. It's not gonna be a walk in the park, given his name and implications already. To keep them out of our fur for a while. That went better than expected. Another celestial. Yeah, let's get to the next spot before they recover. Yeah, we're ready. Now let's go. Oh, there's 2 moons. Meanwhile, in the Flora encampment. Oh gosh. Why is it so noisy over there? And why is it so quiet over here? You should check it out. Is it this way? Chief?
That spell is enough to hold him.
Saren, so you survived. Have you come alone?
My allies are keeping the Flora distracted.
That would explain all the commotion. To attack the main camp so brazenly. Then you've brought the adversary.
You know about the adversary?
Indeed. I expected the adversary would lead the rescue mission personally. I miscalculated.
The spell wasn't holding you. Then you too are a traitor!
It is more accurate to say that I'm taking advantage of them.
Explain yourself.
These low creatures are helping to restore my power as a Celestial. The work is not yet complete, but it will be, once I hand over the adversary.
The emblem.
Saren, I've had a revelation. We have been complacent. For so many centuries, we waited for the light to return to us. I have come to put an end to that. For I am the Chosen One. It is time to cleanse the land of non-believers and build a true paradise of the gods.
That's your vision?
Is that hesitation I hear in your voice? You haven't forgotten what they did to our home, have you? What they did to our people?
Never. But Adia, wait!
Not this time.
Heretical scum! I will repay them.
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood for death threats.
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood for death threats.
What the heck, game? Okay, the dialogue glitched.
Over there! Capture them!
I do believe it's time for us to go.
But Gilmore...
Adversary, cover us, and get that emblem if you can.
We're just gonna take it? Okay. What's happening? Well, that's like a... Also, we have like a small dialogue glitch there. Guess they might fix it in the next patch.
How dare you! You heathen! Tell Saren that I am coming for the sword. We better make ourselves scarce, matey.
We need to get the emblem. Well, we're dead.
How about we don't throw ourselves at the glowing madman? Catch them! It's our cue to run!
What a sorry sight you are. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? You better keep your temper in check. It'd be a shame to bust your skull before you even got your powers back.
Once I have the holy sword, I swear that the sun's fury will swallow you whole.
Ooh, scary.
What's our next move?
I'm sick of sitting around. I say we attack.
Troops, prepare for battle!
But you're wasting our forces. We should starve them out.
Oh, I'll be seeing to our victory personally.
Is that wise? Don't forget our actual mission.
Yeah, I know. Their faith won't save them from me.
And we're in a cliffhanger. Yay! That's sad. Why? Well, I kind of called it there because when you check the shop right here, this basically, and that picture, like beforehand, before that cutscene. Well, next week should be the final part of the update, so yeah, we'll get the conclusion next week. I want to be careful not to upgrade with this character, though. Okay, like, if we check the... Yeah. So, the next time we rank up will be on the 15th, and that will be the final part of the story. Things are complicated for the characters. Also, some familiar people. Like, I could tell some familiar voice actors, but okay, I'm gonna switch characters so I could get the ranked up on the other character instead. So I don't waste my coins here. Okay, I'm gonna switch a scene real quick. Interesting thing. So, at least, like, okay, prior to the end of Cernium Part 1, I mean, not Part 1, Part 2, because, you know, there were 3 Celestials who weren't wiped out from the war. Well, now it's just 2, and now we have the, I don't know if I would say classic. A trope I'm familiar with in games where religion is evil. Okay, I'm switching. Oh, how do I reset the let's put it back here for now. Okay. Okay, I should, yeah, skip the quest so we don't do it all on this character. Let's close this first. Okay, rank increase. Okay. I'll use the ring on this character, and my main will have the maxed out one, I think. Okay, commander. There you go. We also get the skill increased as well. Okay, you know the drill. Stronger than ever before. Oh yeah, I should mute it now since there's not gonna be any more story. Like voice acting stuff. I also want to change it back to this, but I want to get rid of that message on the right. It'll probably be stuck there for a while. The message that random bot sent. I set the timer of the... Okay, there we go. I set the text timer to like 90 seconds on screen. Okay, now I could just do all the quest stuff. The, lead missions. Oh yeah, the third one is now available because I did the quest. I'm gonna do the dailies quickly on this character, so I can go back to my main. I don't know how different dialogue is though, like for character. Actually, no, not all of it. I don't think the dialogue would change exactly, like, well, character dialogue specifically, but I am a little like. I'm trying to say how interesting it would be if it's like, you know, the Flora characters, like either Ilium or Ark going through this. But I'm not gonna go through all that effort to see any differences, so I'm not gonna bother. So, final part next week, and I can't wait to know how this, like, story arc is gonna conclude. I'm still having a strong feeling that there's something related to, I guess, Flora, like the Flora race or something. But I don't want to kind of say I'm right about my suspicions, because it's been a long time since I read anything related to this update storyline from the translations. Well, technically, I stopped knowing the translation stuff around, like around Cernium Part 1, I think. Like, anything after that is, I didn't really read the translations. But I also did hear something, like, that's kind of out of place related to it. Although my knowledge of it is very vague, like, very small, because... okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my knowledge is very small on it, like, of this particular, like suspicion, I guess? I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but it's... I sort of read about it, and people are kind of implying it, but I don't know if it's completely true yet. So I will probably have to wait until the final part to know if what I'm thinking is what I'm thinking it is, but I still don't know. Now that the story stuff is over, I could probably talk about, like, the Pokemon thing. So, obviously, I started my stream a bit later today because I was watching someone, like, stream the Pokemon Direct, like, their reactions as well. And I'm actually glad it's nothing about, like, remakes or, like, actual separate enhanced versions of games, obviously. So there's going to be DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and well, there is the Mystery Dungeon game, but of course I don't really know much about Mystery Dungeon, so. But I like how there's going to be DLC for Sword and Shield, and it's not going to be an enhanced version like Sun and Moon, because honestly, a lot of us are already tired of the enhanced versions and we just want DLC. And as someone I follow on Twitter said, it took them 23 years to know what DLC is. Which is a joke, but still. Like, we're finally getting DLC instead of an enhanced version that costs the exact same price of the original game. And also, I only have Pokemon Shield. I don't have the Sword version because I don't want to play the same game twice. A little. I mean, there is the differences. Obviously, along with, like, the different gym leaders in the games. But I only got Pokemon Shield. Okay, here's the flower. yeah, and also the DLC is gonna come out later this year. From what I read, I think they only specified part 1. Part 2 was just labeled Fall 2020 for release, while the other one is June 2020. Which is fine, like, I'm fine waiting for that. And also the E3, like, E3 2020 definitely will happen, in the summer. So many things coming out this year. Wait, oh yeah, March was the Mystery Dungeon. Already so many things coming out in March this year. It's like, the list is just increased now. I love how the little emblem looks for the glory update thing. I wonder what the last one will look like. Anyways, I'm definitely looking forward to the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. Oh yeah. Also with like their with like the direct today, they kind of messed up a bit, and like there was supposed to be one more thing at the end, but then the screen just added "Thank you for watching" before they were able to finish. I think the reason that happened is because they accidentally let like a trailer loop twice, like let like a section of a trailer loop twice. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. And now that I think about it, I forgot to upload my last stream on YouTube. I tend to be lazy with uploads, but I did upload January 2nd's live stream session VOD. I'm definitely looking forward to the DLC for Pokemon. Also, G-Max, like, starters, like, the Gen 8 starters, G-Max, I can't wait. Speaking of Gigantamax stuff, I've only gotten one Gigantamax because well, I tried to catch another one, but then it broke the Pokeball, so I couldn't get it. Oh, yeah, I should be getting Nintendo Online, like, Switch Online, so I could be able to do raids. Because obviously the raids are designed to be multiplayer, and also, I still have to finish filling out my decks. I need 50 more Pokemon to fill it out. I think I'm fine with some like base evolution like Pokemon and just evolve them, but still. I still need to trade with someone like I trust for the to get Zacian's entry in the Pokédex. Cause I don't trust some random person taking away like obviously it's not gonna be random trade because you just lose your legendary immediately. Also, I feel like it would be more better if I traded, like, kind of do like a quick trade with someone and trade back like legendary so they could get like the Zamazenta entry as well. And again, I would want my Zamazenta back if that happened because I named it after a character in an anime, and I did sort of mention this before, but it is sort of the reason why I specifically wanted Pokemon Shield. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Oh, that's nice. Anyways, I will want to trade my Zamazenta to someone I trust, like, so they could fill out their decks. I have a feeling that if I traded, like, did the trade and the trade back so I could get obviously get the Pokemon back, I feel like the first thing that will definitely come to someone's head is like, why is it named insert character name here? It's like, It's the reason why I got the Pokemon Shield. I actually told my friend about that a few days ago. And she kind of expected me to pick that name because, yeah. And then we both watched the this anime, so we both, like, she definitely knows why. Well, that, and I actually outright told her what the name was. I kind of just don't want to say it because I don't just, like, kind of fangirl, but a little. I don't know how to put it to words. I just don't want to say it. I cannot wait. So many things already happening this year in terms of gaming and anime that there's just so much to list. Like already March now has like I at least know like 5 games that are coming out in March this year, and it's like that's already crazy. And speaking of March releases, I actually did look into a bit of Ori and the Will of Wisps. The sequel Ori game. I actually read it is the sequel, and it does play the same way, like almost the same way as the first game. One difference being there's going to be an autosave feature, which I'm actually happy about because when I played the game, I took about like a little bit after my first death in that game to realize, oh, I have to manually save. It does save after important story points, but still. I can't wait for the next Ori game. The likely continue rage of me just getting a lot of deaths in the game. That's definitely gonna happen again. Now that I think about it, I kind of want to play the game again for fun. Obviously on my own time. But part of me kind of doesn't want to because I will definitely get angry. Okay. I'll see you later then. I'll just keep, like, talking about stuff, so I will have it for the VOD. Also, to finish this mission real quick. So after dailies on this, I'll do my main character and also do the weekly anomalies. And honestly, I actually kind of forgot to do last week's anomalies, which kind of made me realize that during last stream, I was like, I'm missing something, aren't I? And just went to level my character, and I realized what I was missing when it was already like 7 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. Need more coins. Okay, so... I can't wait for the conclusion of this, the Cernium storyline. You know what? I'm just gonna call it the Cernium storyline. I feel like calling it by the separate quest chain names is gonna be a hassle. No! Oops. There you go. Okay, finally done. Okay. So 300 coins per day, and that would make it... Well, I'm gonna be doing the daily thing with the I got a challenge mission, so I'll be still getting coins from that. This is gonna be a bit complicated to do on 2 characters. Especially every day. Ah, that's also the thing. I start my classes next week too. But it's only oh yeah, I should probably mention that, but I'll probably mention it later again. But because my classes are starting next week on Tuesday, Thursday, I have like my time frame is going to be there. I disabled that quest. Never mind. Anyways. I need to loot the bombs. Okay, so yeah, my classes are starting next week, so that would leave like the next option of the streams will be starting in the afternoon on those days. So I think I'll probably have streams around like 1 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know, I'm still thinking of schedule, but whatever it'll be, streams will be around 1 p.m. Eastern time until the end of my semester, of my classes, whenever that'll be. Obviously the exams will be like on different days, so it... That will also mean I won't be able to do the Cernium quest until the afternoon on Thursday. I just realized that. Ah, that's fine. Again, I won't be able to stream on Wednesdays anyway, so. Oh yeah, and also thankfully the maintenance for Maplestory was on Wednesday, so I was able to stream in the morning today. On mute, so I never really heard this track too often, interestingly enough. Now I'm just like realizing a little bit of something. It's like you need the adversary for your power, but it's like, don't we kind of have a seal stone kind of like sealed in us or something? Wouldn't that be bad and dangerous? To get rid of the enemies. I was hoping the enemies respawn, but they didn't. Yeah, I need to get the Legion coins after this. Let's go do this. The last two I need. Okay, there we go. Don't need any more of those, so I can just grind on these enemies. Actually, now that I think about it, I mostly just need to do these particular missions on this character because I pretty much get most of my coins on my main through grinding, so I still have to do the dailies for my main character, so I will have to do that after I max out on coins here and get some additional coins from the thing. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm gonna be careful when I do that. So many extra bombs looted. There we go. Oh right, I forgot about this. I'll use it on this character. Yes. Get the maple points. The mesos. Yeah, this one I'll have on this character. Not the stat I want. See if we can do anything. I'll do. Oops. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Because I don't need this. Okay, let's see. We have one more mission to take. Champion of Cernium. Okay, tell me about this. Okay, rescue knights, eliminate scouts, and securing... Okay, wait, what's today? Okay, so it's securing ancient tomes. I'll just guess. I'll just guess for this. Accept the mission. Secure 25. Defeat and gather much ancient power or something. Okay. I don't think we need to overdo it with our one skill, so I'll ignore it. So, since it's a new Glory Guard mission, I will have to know the ropes around this carefully. Almost there. Not harm. I'm fine though. probably slipped on my arm again, so it's like, ick. Oh, I see. There's things on the map. Okay. Okay, how many do I have to secure? 25. So I have to do this that many times. What the heck? Why does my arm feel weird? It's a weird damage skin. Oh, talk to me when you're ready to move out. Okay, okay, okay. Move, move, move. Yes. Oh, okay, okay. I'm an idiot. Oh shoot, no. I'm an idiot. No. What am I am confused. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so I can't leave though. Okay. Okay, this is probably like punishment for not reading the descriptions. Okay, so let's just wait because we have filled out anyway, so I don't want to waste enemies. Wait, we'll have to get rid of these guys. Okay. I'll text. Okay, for 5 seconds. Okay, so I still have to attack enemies anyway. Well, first failure of the stream, not knowing how to do an elite mission and thinking it's super easy. Soon, now that I think about it, soon enough, there should be the 4th DLC coming out for Fire Emblem, so hopefully that comes out soon. God, I have no more shield. Nope. Nope, stop it. I forgot I'm in this. There we go. Oh, thank gosh. So, here. This. I really like the skill from Arc because I don't know, there's just something nice about it. It's so nice. And then there are people who don't like it somehow, so I don't get it. Well, that's fine, but it's like I really like it though. I think Arc's storyline is like one of my favorites. I'm out there. Okay, make sure we've gathered enough power. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna embarrass myself by unknowingly failing the whole thing. We should mostly protect her from the what's it called? We are ready. Move, please! Don't stand still! Why is she standing still? Stop. So just like stand still. The enemies are here. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. It's like, don't stand still. Keep walking. This is an easier one to go to do. Oops, I messed up. Hoping soon. Yeah, probably not anytime soon, but hopefully by the time Cold Steel 3 comes out on Switch, I have a capture card for the Switch. And I'm saying not now because, well, I had my classes paid for, so obviously not enough money. Done. Okay, that's easy once you know what you're doing. Okay, I just need to do a little bit of grinding to get the last 30 points. Oh yeah, the thing still says Chosen One because since we've only done part 1, part 2 has not been completed yet. Which will be next week, naturally. I am not doing Arcane River dailies on this character because I'm too lazy, and I'd rather just focus on getting more, like, points on my main. I mean, more of the things, like, I'm upgrading the arcane symbols on my main. I should have waited until this. Oops. I love Arcane River. I wish the story wasn't, like, locked behind level grind, though. I kind of wish it wasn't. I kind of understand, but still, like, how do you even get to 250 so quickly? And you would have to upgrade your arcane symbols. You can't just ignore it. And most of the grinding in this game is, like, is in the arcane power locked regions, so... like, for 200 plus, at least. Disable that. And hopefully soon I get my layouts for this stream, like, finished. I want to kind of have this sort of layout normally. Well, obviously when I'm not doing a story quest, because story I want to have on the full screen. Oh yeah, it is stretched out on this, the more like giant screen, I guess you could say. I don't say anything out of context. But wait, what was I saying? Yeah, screen, I'm like, I get stretched out because I'm not playing the game on 1920 by 1080. I'm playing it on windowed mode, the 1366 by 768, because the reason is simple, because 1920 by 1080 is experimental and it's really stretched out. I mean, yes, it's stretched out, but I don't like seeing the pixels like that. It bothers my eyes, so that's why it's like this. Also, loot all the spell traces because that's useful. And also, let's do this surprise mission quickly. Also, it is like almost 2 hours, and since I did stream like around 10 in the morning today, it is getting lunchtime, so I will have to eat something once I'm done streaming. I'm not gonna end the stream now, obviously. I kind of want to play more, so I will be playing more. Let's not use Spectre mode yet. Okay. Now want to delve back into the topic of games coming out this year, 2020. So many games are coming out. There's still... I should have checked before the stream, but I don't think there's anything new related to Tales of Arise as of this time I'm streaming this. I'm hoping there is, because it's the next Tales series entry, so... And as you know, I do like the Tales games. Tales of games. And I'm saying it like that because I've also gone into a series called Trails, otherwise known as Kiseki in Japan. And to kind of make people not confused. It's like, why are their names said to sound so similar? Well, at least like one word of it. Oops. I think what still shocks me is that I never knew not characters. It also extends in real life. Extends to real life, but I never knew that, for some reason, I never knew that, like, people can still grow taller past past or around 18 years old. Like, I never knew that. In all my life, it never really crossed my mind. More specifically, I don't know, it's like the knowledge of, like, height and growth, like, for a human being, like, my only knowledge of it is that I always assumed that people stop growing taller around 18 years old. I mean, like, at 18 years old, like, once you're 18, or, like, 18 years, like, of life. Like, around that age, like, you stop growing. Like, you don't grow taller past that age. Apparently, I was wrong. Like, you could, like, people could still grow a bit taller past 18. But then, obviously, they would stop growing at that point. I think, like, normal physical growth, like, in terms of height, ends... Okay. It's kind of a weird topic to talk about on stream, but I've noticed it with characters in games, especially games that are obviously more centered around, like, how do I put this? Like, more, like, games that are more set, like, in the more, like, Western, like, setting? I wouldn't say Western setting, but a setting where where characters are quite tall, like, are taller than, like, 5'10". I guess that's one way to put it. I don't know. I'm getting confused. Basically, I'll just say Fire Emblem is the reason why I kind of how I realized this, because I never really knew, like, characters could grow taller past 18. And it is a real thing. Like, people in general can still grow taller past 18. It's just that more, like, growth is completely stopped, like, physically, like, in terms of getting taller, like, around 20 years old, I guess. I think, more specifically, it's more like, if you're... I don't want to describe this. Like, if you're born female, like, you would actually stop growing taller, before boys, people who are born male, so. And also have to be specific, because we're including all kinds of people in the world, in the... Also doing this real quick so I can get some coins. Doing this particular quest on this character because the obvious reason, but not enough damage. But I kind of want to get the coins on this character, so that's kind of what I'm doing here. Still not the thing, really. Anyway, so what I was talking about a moment ago was, yeah, like, height, like, basically the point being, I never knew something like that was a thing. And I kind of want to point that out because I never really knew that myself. We got at least like 50 coins. It's gonna run out anyway, so at least like get one more. So it will help with upgrading later on. Glitteroid? What's this? Okay, that's something. Go back. Okay. I know that's a weapon cover, but now that I think about which character did I put that on? Oh, now I remember. I put it on a character I had on Reboot. Okay, sorry. That was kind of random and and out of nowhere, but I was like thinking of that like one like event thanks to this random player on screen. Like I kind of remembered there was an event about that, and it's like I put it on a character in Reboot. That's fine. None of my characters in Scania have it. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna switch screens because I'm gonna change back to my main. Yeah, I maxed out coins already. So I do want to get the dailies done. Obviously before 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Here we go. The screen. I still want to adjust the screen. I can't do that here. Okay. As per usual, I want to get some potions because I'm trying to stock up on so many of them on this character. Oops. So we have this shop unlocked. We can get the Havoc set. Lion's chair. There's gonna be a sale on the 19th, like 30% from the coin shop, so I will be waiting till then to get any of these things. But yeah, upgraded now to this rank, and yeah. Anyways, that was a bit of a mishap. I was trying to click Manage Legion, and I ended up pressing other buttons. So, just trying to see which character. Yeah, my main has the strongest attack. And it's the highest level on this on my account. I need to get my zero character to level 200. There's a lot of characters I had to get to level 200. Let me go look at link skills, see which ones have like the level 3. I feel like the characters who have like level 3, I should try to level to 210. And repeat, try to get there. I'm not saying it's possible, but again, I'll try, so I'll try. 6. So Cannoneer, I need to get high level. I will have to get a lot of level 200s at some point, so it's more like a necessity a bit. Like if I want to get maxed out link skills. That's why, for the most part, I'm trying to be level 120 for a lot of characters, so I could get their link skills to at least level 2. Okay, I use up all these potion coupons. I still have like decorations in my inventory because I need to make sure these spaces are filled so I can put the potions when I get there. Put these cubes in here. Okay, anyways, what else do we have? Okay, we just have the regular dailies to do. Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, let's do these. Where's my dailies? Here. And let's also put that so I could still have the window open on here. Oh, if I do get my some of these characters to level 210, I have to do the 5th job advancement. Kinda didn't think that far ahead. Well, now I did, so now to remind myself. of that when time comes. I guess at this point I just mostly want to max out skills. Actually, considering the max level is level 6, like, the next two, like, Link skill levels are more, like, from Buccaneer, I think? Buccaneer class? Obviously, I don't have one on this, on Scania yet. Well, I kinda do, but no, I don't. It's not on Scania. Charismatic. Hopefully that is not... Also, it's a good idea I get a lot of these coins, like, stacked up on my main, which is kind of why I'm upgrading the ranking on one of my other characters. Because I would want to get a lot of things in the coin shop, but I won't be able to do that if, obviously, I'm unable to. And Yada decides to play again, in loop. Yes, we did it! Got this enemy eliminated, and my poor bunny needs food. I don't have auto because it's easier that way. Actually, no, automatically doing that is pretty much automatically easier, but whatever. I don't have that on that character, on this character. I only have like free roam. I didn't think about it, I don't know. Oops. Done here. Yeah, I should probably leave. Also loot the money. Oh. My dog was doing something. Oh, no one was able to hear that. I don't know. Okay. The thing is, I keep questioning, like, whether things are picked up by my mic or not is because, obviously, one, I don't have soundproofing. I have something over my mic to keep it, like, kind of... But it's more to avoid the random puffing noise, but... I don't have, like, a soundproofing on my wall or anything, so... One day I will, but that'll be probably a while from now. Okay, these are the enemies I have to hunt. Can I at least get like a few, like 6% or something EXP today? Man, I think I should be able to do that since I will be doing the weekly anomalies. Wait, is that still available? Yeah, investigating anomalies. Okay. And also, I want to try to get to level 221. Not too quickly, but enough, like, by the time of the relay. Like, I reached 80 on relay, the maple relay, because I will want to use that potion on this character. I want to get to level, like, I want to level, get to level 221 first, and then use the potion to get to the next level. And then, maybe, if I want to, I'll get the other potion from the coin shop by next week, to get to level 223 that quickly. Although, at the same time, it's also like, why would I do that and just, like, be slow grinding, but I kind of want to get to Arcana next. I actually already want to be in Arcana a little bit. Actually, it'll still take a while, because grinding to 223 to 225 will probably take even longer, but that's fine. I just heard that, like, Lachelaine is... Well, actually, not really heard. It's been a long while, but... Lachelaine is not the greatest, like, for grinding. I mean, it is, but it's, like, not ideal for the long run. at the time it wasn't, but now it is. I think people mean in the long run. I think that's what they meant. Like, in the long run, not good for grinding, but it's pretty decent. I'm actually more glad that they didn't do, like, they didn't lock arcane symbols behind party quests or, you know, the quest stuff. Because if it was locked behind quests, I would have only gotten, like, at least, like, 2 symbols per day. Like, I'm kind of glad they kind of have the same system for, like, as Vanishing Journey, because it's so much more useful to do that than, you know. Because at the time, when it was just, when I got to, like, Choo Choo Island, it was just still, like, party quests, like, to upgrade your symbols, and it wasn't fun since I only gained, like, I had to do easy mode since not many people were around to, like, do the party quests on higher difficulty. Well, obviously now I'm doing it on normal because I'm able to do it on normal now. Also, someone left this chicken. And I destroyed this elite monster now. I feel kind of bad. I feel bad for thinking of food right now because of this. Because it's sentient, and this is terrible. Why? Oh wait. Let's get this. I also upgraded Mining Mastery, so I should be getting more, little EXP for it. Yeah. Here we go. Angry victory plates. Over by 120. 50? Oh! Oh, I think I know. Okay, I think I know how this whole works now. Oh, I have to test that theory soon, but... Always fight the elite monsters, but not too much. Because I feel like only my Angelic Buster, like, for one, and Arc are the only ones able to, like, fight the elite monsters in this game. I mean, it is pretty easy for other characters, but it's like, it takes so much more effort. Is there gonna be rewards after this event is over? Like, I mean, the glory update, like, where we, I don't know, like, if it's like, actually, no, I don't know how Tenebrous worked, because I didn't do that event, like an idiot. I'm still judging myself for not doing that. I will never live it down, because I missed the opportunity, because I didn't read the patch notes. Yeah, I won't get into that, but... Well, then again, Maplestory 2 was, like, very, like, on my mind at the time, so I didn't really think of Maplestory 1 too much. I know new things are happening in Maplestory 2, but, you know, like, I prefer Maplestory 1, honestly. Like, now it's like I prefer it more. I do like the customization in Maplestory 2 and the fact that there's, like, interaction, which is good, but... Maplestory 1, I prefer the story. I don't really prefer Maplestory 2's story compared to this game. Like, I genuinely like the story in this game, and people... Like, there are people who don't like it, but I kind of don't understand why, because it's like... It's like, it really is good. Like, when you get past the reckoning. Like, it's a genuinely good story. And what else? Like, there's also a thing where people are like, Maplestory 2 is a prequel. It's like, technically, it's actually not a prequel. In truth, it's more like a parallel universe, not a prequel. Okay, let's go back now, because we're done with the quest. I want to do this quick check. Yeah, okay, it tells me. Oh, I love that music so much. And my throat. I'm fine though. Okay, let it process a bit because it takes a few seconds. You know what? Yeah, I should probably definitely not level too quickly because I would want to... Cube in the storage, so I could give it to my arc. Okay. To Choo Choo Island to do those dailies. I'm about halfway to level 221 now, so that's exciting. Of course, the talents. Why does it keep giving me the talents every single time I stream? Every time I'm streaming, it gives me these talents to collect. I do like this party quest. It is a party quest, but obviously you can do this by yourselves as well. So you don't really need people. You will need people for the hard difficulty for this though. 'Cause I don't think it's possible, even if I tried. I should have checked. I don't think there's anything in Camus yet related to the new class. Other than what we know so far. I was going to talk about it. And I was also going to check if there was anything new about the third part of the update. Like, any information, and I don't think so. As of this time, by the way. To kind of clarify. Because I might be uploading this a little late. Don't be messed. There we go. Got it. Okay. let's rebuff our character. I'm not going in here and having to do buffs a waste of time. I should really get food. I'll stream for another hour and then I'll end it. At least, like, I want to finish my dailies first. And maybe do a few anomaly-related quests. Loot. Thinking about it now, part of me does kind of want to stream also on like Mondays and Fridays. I'll like, you know, mix it up between those 4 days of the week. But at the same time, I really do prefer Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's just something about it that it just feels more right to me. Like in terms of my schedule as well. And we're doing the pickles again. Great. And hopefully soon I actually draw thumbnails for my Maplestory videos, like better ones. Because as anyone would see the videos on my YouTube channel, a lot of my videos don't have thumbnails. A lot of my Maplestory videos have no thumbnails because I want to draw them, but of course I keep being lazy about it. And it's kind of my why I'm not using like images from the game is because I kind of want to be more creative in my thumbnails. Okay, do quick clear because I'm not gonna do that again. $49.99%. Great, thanks, game. Yeah, let's do that because they're both next to each other in that case. Okay, only in the map. Well, first, let's get this. increase? Okay. Just had to make sure of something. Okay. Is there anything else to talk about? I was talking. Oh yeah, earlier I was talking about 2020 games, and then I suddenly stopped because my brain just stopped thinking for a second. Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out this year, and now there's even more releases coming in March. It's also making me hope that I would want Cold Steel 3, like, to play it, like, soon. Well, not yet. I still have to watch the entire series first. I would not want it to come out in March, like, of all things, not March, because there's so many things coming out in March. And it will literally be kind of invisible, the Switch version at least, because so many releases. I wouldn't say like completely invisible, it's just more like like undershadowed by all the other games that are like coming out, which are already like hyped up as it is. Let's do this. It's free XP. Especially since it takes a lot more effort to level up when you're this high of a level. It's also like the higher level you are, you have to be very careful with like dying in this game because you will lose all your EXP that easily, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to face that. There we go. Oops, I thought I pressed F. Never mind. Okay, there you go. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just remembering this one game I actually finished watching like last week. I cannot forget how like there's this one like plot point in the story, and it's like, how did no one figure it out for so many years? Given the number of times it's been interacted with. explain it because it can be spoilery, like very spoiler based. So I won't say anything, but it's a thing in the game, and it kind of amuses me a little. Okay, 100%. Now my legs. Okay, let's deal with this enemy quickly. Okay, there we go. Now all these coins, things. Symbols, yeah. Should be getting some upgrades soon. In just a few days of this, I should be able. And also, I do have this chair, so my little ranking. Okay, I definitely found nothing else to talk about. Journey, get those dailies out of the way. Oh yeah, now I could buy the arcane symbols, but I'm trying to save all the coins for the really expensive stuff in the shop, which is kind of why I'm not doing that. There you go. All the quests in the same region. Okay, I have no idea what those guys are talking about. I think they're talking about cash out pets that they want. Wait, what's the 90%? Okay. Hello, the music in Arcane River. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. No, I haven't heard much of Arcana now that I think about it. Yeah, I didn't hear much of the Arcana area. Actually, no, the entirety of Arcane River. I'm saying I heard of it because I did, like, if anyone... Okay, I don't do them often, but if anyone ever watches my art streams, which I don't upload to YouTube because, you know, the music in the background, just in case. I usually play the Maplestory playlist because a lot of its music is really nice. So that's why I play it in the background. Sometimes the Arcane River tracks play in the background, but not all of them. Like, some of them do. one of them is Arcana. I have heard one of the tracks. I think there's more than one, but like I've heard one of them. I don't know the name of it, but I did hear. Anyways, basically I did hear like some of the other tracks in Arcane River, just not all of them. Because I will have to search. You know what, I'm gonna do that after I stream today because I want to hear some of the tracks so much. Also, now that I think about it, I do. I wonder if it's a good idea to share my Switch friend code at some point. I might consider it, but not now because I want to make sure my friend's added to the list because I don't want to. I want to have at least like one spot saved. You know, when I want to, you know, play, like, stream Switch games whenever I get that capture card. Oh yeah, that solves the question. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that because, like, okay, obviously the Switch will have to be plugged into a monitor with speakers and all that. Or something like that. The thing is... Like, the thing is, I have to, oh yeah, the thing is, I had to figure out how I'm gonna do that, because like, I want to set everything up, yes, but there's one thing missing, and that part missing is, how I'm gonna do it, because like my desktop right now that like which I'm playing this game on is like I only have like one desktop monitor. I only have one monitor in my room, and the second best bet for a screen is a TV to plug my Switch in. The obvious reason is I'm not using a laptop, so well, obviously. Otherwise, I won't be able to stream at all because laptops aren't the greatest for streaming. I mean, they are probably, but the one I used had to be at really low quality for streaming, which is why my very early streams look kind of weird. Along with my playthroughs, my older playthroughs on YouTube were very strangely recorded because I was recording them on a laptop that was not the best. And were laptops that weren't meant for recording or playing games. But it was the only thing I had, like, at the time to be able to play a game, so. Basically, I need to figure out how I'm gonna stream, how to stream console games, because yeah, okay, it's not on YouTube anymore, but I did have like, the playthrough that is technically my first playthrough on YouTube was not my first playthrough. In truth, it was actually a completely different game called Tales of Grace's F. I talked about it in one of my Tales playthroughs, but one of them will be gone soon, as of the time of streaming this, with a different one. Like, more like I'm doing a new playthrough of the game. But, in like, when I did the Tales of Grace's playthrough, which is no longer on YouTube at this point, I did do the thing through a laptop. I did record it through a laptop and, recorded my commentary. Oops. But the thing is about my commentary, it's not the greatest because not the greatest. When I did that playthrough back then... Okay, how do I describe it? Because there's a lot to talk about related to it, but... At the time, obviously, it was still on my laptop. It was still on my very first laptop, which was really old with not the greatest memory. Like, the memory RAM was bad. It was only it was 4 gigabytes of memory RAM. The laptop I did more of my playthroughs on, which, for instance, Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. I did that on the other laptop, which was 8 gigabytes of memory RAM, which still isn't the greatest, but it was better than the first one. But anyways, my first ever playthrough before all this was on my 4 gigabyte memory RAM laptop, and of course back then at that point I wasn't completely familiar with computers, so why is the music? Okay, I thought the music ended. Anyways. So, I recorded... Okay, people are talking randomly in chat. Okay, where was I? Okay, I recorded Tales of Graces F through my laptop, which is 4 gigabyte memory. And I did have a capture card. It was obviously, the game is PlayStation 3, and I did have a capture card for it. But when I first recorded it, I messed up so bad with my commentary. Well, I was talking well. I was doing really good for my first playthrough. However, I didn't record it correctly. Okay, where was I? Okay. Basically, for my first recording of Tales of Graces F, I didn't record my audio correctly. I had to go through certain lengths, like using a recording function on the computer. Because I think laptops had a microphone setting, so I kind of used that. I kind of messed up on it, and it went badly. Oh, I forgot. Doing quest. Okay, where was I? Okay, so okay, I kind of want to focus on this at the same time, but I can't focus on so many things at once. Basically, I didn't record my... Oh, great. No. Dang it, I lost all my things. Okay, I will continue after I get this done, because... Okay, I shouldn't probably do this too much, but I kind of want to get a lot of orbs set up. Okay, almost done. Just need one more. Well, not that one. That. There. Okay. I can continue, because I don't have to think here. Anyways, so commentary did not go well for me when I first did the first recording of Tales of Graces F. And to kind of note, I don't have those videos up on my channel anymore because I deleted them all because it was not the greatest playthrough, and I don't want to have that forever imprinted on my YouTube channel, so I deleted them. But it was not the greatest playthrough I've done at the time. And also when I was... Okay, I had to record my audio separately from the game, but whenever I did... because this was on a bad laptop, everything messed up. And I didn't have a computer that was powerful back then, so I had to make do with what I had. When was this? I think it was 2014. Was it 2014? Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna explain why I wouldn't remember that. But it was 2014 when I did it, so obviously I did not have anything worth to stream with. I mean, record in general at the time. But, like, the thing is, when I recorded the game on my commentary, the game recording, for some reason, was slower than my own commentary. Like after a while, like, 50 seconds, it would say, for example, like, a minute and... Actually, that's a bad example. But, like, a minute and... Stop saying a minute. 10 minutes and 50 seconds, let's say. It would say for the game recording. It would say 11 minutes and maybe, like, 7 seconds for the actual commentary. And I had to go through a lot of editing to make sure I line up my own recording. I know I did kind of unalign it, but I always made sure I press record on both ends. But still. Okay, I have no idea what those people over there are talking about in the game, but they are definitely saying something. So close to upgrading. I need more arcane symbols. Okay, let's go sell extra equipment. And I'm also hungry, but I'm not gonna eat yet. I'm gonna end anyway in like 20 minutes, so... Anyways, what I was saying. I got recordings. The recording of my very first playthrough, which is not on my YouTube channel anymore. It's not the greatest. And... Oh yeah, and another thing. When I recorded it, I didn't know what settings I was... Okay, when I first started recording my PlayStation 3 at the time, it was... Okay, I'm also gonna do this. When I first recorded my PlayStation 3 at the time, the settings were off. And I had no idea how to fix them. So I did sort of fix it, but the colors were off and messed up. Like, greens, like, have proper red and, like, and green maybe were, like, non-existent when I first recorded, like, about, like, 40 of those videos. It wasn't until maybe, like, the climax of the game of Tales of Grace SF when I finally got it fixed. And I was so ashamed of myself that I was like, why did I let this happen? Like, why? I messed up so badly. Yeah, I messed up so badly at the time, and I was ashamed of that, but I kept playing the game, did the video. Oh, right. Lead party. Basically, I kept doing the playthrough and then I finished the game. But at the same time, my playthrough was also not the greatest because I skipped so many side quests. And I didn't like that. I didn't like how I did that because I missed so much content in the game. And also that did sort of happen again with Tales of Vesperia, which I will be redoing that playthrough at some point. As of the time I'm doing this session, which is, what's the date? January 9th. It's still on my YouTube channel, but the new one might be there in maybe a few months from now, so let's hide the in-game chat so that's not forever on screen. Anyways, that whole playthrough was so bad, and whenever I kept thinking back on it, like every day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna delete this whole playthrough. I don't like it. My playthrough after that was so much better than whatever I did back in 2014 of the summer. Also, if I do play Vesperia Definitive Edition, obviously, again, I will be using a spoiler-free guide on all side quests and all side content that I missed. Like, I will be doing the game, I will redo the entire playthrough from scratch, but this time getting all the possible side quests. Oh yeah, and also for Zestiria, Tales of Zestiria, which I did play on my channel. It's not a blind playthrough for that, because I did play it in the past myself, like before. That one, I at least missed like 2 side quests. Like, I did not do 2 side quests by the end of my playthrough. I was so close to finishing one of them at the end, but I was like, you know what, I don't want to level grind. I was so lazy that I was just like, I think I could finish it in one day. And it was also before a game called Zonky Zero came out, so I was like, I wanted to finish the game before I'm able to play that game. I couldn't, but I was like, you know what, I'm ending the stream. I don't want to keep playing. I don't want to keep playing. I don't want to keep trying to do this bonus boss. And to be honest, it's not a big deal that I didn't finish it because that one thing was... It was a bonus boss. It was 2 bonus bosses in the game, so it didn't really matter since I already finished the game in general. Oh yeah, and there was also one side quest which I didn't realize the area was probably available at that time. Like, before the quest was gone, like the area was probably unlocked and I missed my chance. But it's fine because... Yeah, it's fine. I can always do New Game Plus if I feel like it, but probably not for a playthrough. Like, for a stream playthrough. Like, I'm done streaming the game. Oh yeah, and also the thing... Also, I'll probably be doing like 5 of these and then I'm done. I just walk. Anyways, as I was saying, okay, now that it's on my mind, I hope that a lot of areas to Maplestory get revamped, though. I don't like how, like, Hennessy's is the only one, along with Maple Island, that got a proper, like, revisual, like, lization or something. But we will see in the future. It might change in the future, hopefully. Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna be off topic a bit, but it's like Hennessy's, like, in terms of the very original towns of the game, only Hennessy's and Maple Island got a revamp. The other areas do not have revamps, and that still makes me upset because it's like, it deserves one. All of them deserve one because I don't like how it looks. Like, it stands out way too much. Got so many of these enemies. Anyways, back to the topic. Yeah, about Tales of Zestiria. I know there are people who don't like it, but you can't deny that its story is actually genuinely good. Sure, of course people say otherwise, but that's fine. But its story is good. I know, like, why people don't like it mainly has to do with the gameplay. And I won't deny it. Like, the gameplay, it is good for a while, but then when you get further in the game, it kind of gets kind of difficult. For me, personally, I actually limit myself from using the very powerful, like, Armatus, like, mechanic. Like, it is a powerful mechanic, but I wouldn't recommend, like, using it so much because it could get kind of boring after a while. I played the game on normal, for the playthrough because I already played it on simple on my own, but yeah. I did switch difficulty around sometimes, but only because some battles kind of got annoying and I was like, yeah, we're just gonna do this. Oh yeah, and the final boss was one of the toughest final bosses in games that, like, I've ever experienced ever. Okay, but first, like, backpedal a bit, I enjoyed Tales of Zestiria. I'm probably in the minority in liking the game. Like, overall, it is a decent game. I guess it's... I think the reason people don't like it just had to do with gameplay and how this one character was handled. I think those were the only biggest dislikes of the game. Everything else was genuinely, like, amazing, so... Like, from characters to the story. In my opinion, I enjoyed the story. The anime adaptation made it more connected with Berseria, and I like it more, but it's like you can't forget about the game, because the game still has information you would still need to kind of fully understand its universe. Between Zestiria the game, Berseria the game, and the Zestiria adaptation, along with the 2 episodes that introduce Berseria. So basically, kind of a mix. Like, they're all good, but you still have to check out the entire thing to kind of fully understand the whole situation, the whole story. Well, I want to say the story because the story's played out a bit differently in the anime adaptation, but it still is related to the events of Zestiria. Like, it still connects it just plays out differently. The same goes for the Symphonia OVA, Tales of Symphonia, OVA, like the 11 episode OVAs or something? I don't know how you say it. But, it's not a bad series. I generally like Zestiria. I think most of my liking for the game may have to do with it being the first Tales game I played blind. Because I wasn't blind going into Tales of Graces or Vesperia or basically all the games prior to Zestiria. I was not blind. I was not blind for. Zestiria and Berseria were the first time I played those games. Like, I mean, let me rephrase this. When I played Cernium and Berseria, both of those games were games I played without looking at other people's playthroughs. I actually played them myself. So, I guess it's like I have enjoyment for playing them myself first. And, well, mainly playing it blind. Like, I had more enjoyment in those games. And I genuinely do like... I really do like Zestiria. I think it really just comes down to the gameplay not being the greatest. Okay, anyways. Okay, you know what? I'll probably just do one more of these and end the stream. And also, again, for Zestiria, it's not a bad Tales game. I think people kind of over-exaggerate it a little too much. Like, personally, I think people over-exaggerate it. It has great characters and a good story. It's just the gameplay. I think the gameplay is just the reason people don't like it. Like, everything else is very positive about the game. And to be fair, when I think about it, like, when I read feedback about Zestiria, most of the dislike comes from the fan base in Japan, not in the West. Like, people here actually enjoy it, but I think, it's probably another case like that, like, with, like, Ushikoshi's games. Where, for some reason, no one likes it like, not many people enjoy it in Japan, but, like, many people do in the West. Kind of like that. And again, the anime kind of makes up for their role, certain character's role in the game, so. And again, it's also the same in the manga, so the manga adaptation, which I did kind of look through, but yeah. Also, it's been so long since I've seen Berseria's story, so I really want to get back into that. I want to do a playthrough of that at some point. But yes, this series is really not bad. I really enjoy it. And although personally I would probably not play it more than twice. Because the gameplay, while it is decent for a while, it does kind of get a bit like difficult to handle. Because I think, I guess it is the system of the mana bar. It's not really mana. There's no like TP in the game, but or anything, but it's kind of like something new where you don't have to spend anything to increase like the equivalent of mana in the game. It's technically called technical points, I think. Okay, yeah, after this I'm gonna end the stream. So I'm getting hungry and I want to eat something, and also I have to do something. I still have to do the... Yeah, I still have to do the dailies. I just realized to make sure I max out coins before 7 p.m. Yeah, so I think I'll conclude it with that topic. Basically, to summarize, I enjoy Tales of Zestiria. Personally, for me, I think the gameplay is just the issue with the game. But overall, everything else about Zestiria is great. Well, next to another character's role, but they make up for it in the anime adaptation of Zestiria, so I'm not upset. And it's still recommended to check out the game because, like, even if you just watch the anime, because a lot of things in the game do tie in with the lore of the story. Like, for example, one part of the game is... one part of the game does kind of have something... I mean, the game. One part of the anime does kind of also elaborate something that's only revealed in the game. So, which kind of proves that you can't completely ignore the game. So, just pointing that out there. I'll get rid of these because, nah. And put this here. Okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I was getting hungry and I kind of want to do something later, so. I will end it here. I'll do that later. I will be back on Tuesday. However, I won't be streaming in the morning because since classes are starting next week for me, and because I kind of signed up for morning classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, mainly because I don't want to go there 3 times a week. Actually, I still go there 3 times a week, but it's not like school, then day off. Well, technically day off, school, day off. It's not like that. Not like that anymore. And I'm kind of glad because I get exhausted. Basically, that's why I was so exhausted throughout my entire streaming days last time, I guess. Anyways, I will have the new schedule up on Streamlabs, hopefully soon. And it will say, like, it will have the new time slots there. I will still have the old ones, but, you know. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream.